Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious and shocking world of 1979 PSBA error coins, how they happened, why they're so valuable, and what exact mistakes to look for that turn a $1 coin into a life-changing jackpot. If you watch until the end, you're going to understand exactly which errors are the rarest, how to spot them, and why some examples command unbelievably high auction prices. Background: in 1979, the U.S. Mint wanted to replace the large Eisenhower dollar with something smaller, lighter, and easier to carry. They chose to honor Susan B. Anthony, one of America's greatest advocates for women's rights. Why the 1979 P Mint mark MRS while the 1979 D Denver coin has dramatic striking errors? The 1979 P coin is famous for both massive mint errors and a variety that is legendary, the wide rim / near date. But beyond that well-known variety, Philadelphia is home to some astonishing, high-value error coins that slip under the radar. Philadelphia minted far more coins than Denver or San Francisco, which means more chances for unexpected mistakes, and some of those mistakes, especially the wrong planchet strikes, double strikes, and wide rim errors in high grades, can bring truly huge prices. The 1979 P wide rim / near date, the superstar of the SES ultra high grade MS68, $10,000 to $35,000 plus, finest known or top pop examples, up to $50,000 plus. In ultra-high mint state, the wide rim has broken price records, with top-graded examples hitting well above $10,000, and some reported sales and offers climbing toward $35,000 to $50,000. Wrong planchet, rare foreign planchet strikes, $10,000 to $35,000. Extremely rare compositions or high-grade pieces, $40,000 to $52,000 plus. Some of the rarest known 1979 PSBA dollars were struck on foreign coin planchets accidentally mixed into the mint's machinery that high-grade examples have reached tens of thousands at auction. This is one of the few categories where in 1979, P can hit $40,000 plus and, in extreme cases, push toward $52,000 to double strikes plus multi-strikes strong misaligned double strike, $2,000 to $10,000. Dramatic multi-strike with clear separation, $10,000 to $25,000 plus. Finest / most dramatic examples, $30,000 plus. OFF center strikes, off-center with full date plus mint mark, $5,000 to $10,000 plus. Extremely high-grade and dramatic, $15,000 to $20,000 plus. Multi-error jackpot coins, dual serious errors, e.g., off-center plus double strike, $10,000 to $20,000 plus. Triple error combinations in high grade, $30,000 to $52,000 plus. This is where coins become museum pieces. This is the category where the $52,000 upper-end values come from. If you're going to explain these values to your viewers, here's the best way. They're dramatically rare. Some SBA errors are unique, meaning only one has ever been found. Unique equals expensive. The series is tiny. Collectors want every possible variety. When supply is tiny, prices explode. Grading companies verify authenticity. A coin graded MS67 or MS68 by PCGS/NGC skyrockets in value. SBA dollars are popular in modern coin collecting. This is a modern treasure hunt, and collectors love competition. The old, dirty, brownish, worn-out 1966 Washington $quarter, a coin so dull and grimy, it looks like it's been through a fire, a flood, and a lifetime at the bottom of a vending machine. Because hidden among the ordinary 1966 quarters are some of the rarest mint errors in American coinage history. Errors so shocking, so unusual, and so valuable that collectors will fight fiercely to own them. The story behind the 1966 quarter. To understand why dirty, old 1966 quarters can be worth a fortune, we must return to a turbulent time in U.S. mint history. The silver crisis continues 1964 to 1966. The mid-1960s were a disaster for the mint. America was running low on silver. People were hoarding silver coins. The mint was fighting a national coin shortage. Production was rushed and chaotic. In 1965, the mint removed silver from quarters for the first time in modern history. Why dirty, old 1966 quarters can be worth a fortune. A dirty coin means absolutely nothing in the world of errors collectors care about. The error itself, the rarity, the authenticity, the story behind how it happened. A dirty coin with a rare error is worth more than a brand new iPhone, a new motorcycle, a down payment on a house. Some error coins look ugly, scratched, That old, dirty 1966 quarter in the bottom of your drawer might make you rich. The most valuable errors and varieties. Off-center strike $400 to $900, broad strike error $200 to $600, clip planchet $500 to $700, multi-strike errors $1,000 to $6,000, double die errors $800 to $3,500. How to identify your 1966 quarter weigh. The coin normal weight: 5.67 grams, silver error weight 6.25 grams. Inspect the edge if it lacks the copper stripe, possible silver error. Look for visible errors. Check for off-center strikes, clips, missing layers, strange colors, partial designs. Listen for the silver ring tap. The edge gently, silver rings longer than clad. Do not clean the coin. Cleaning lowers value. Dirt does not get it. Authenticated PCGS or NGC certification is required for high-value coins. Real auction prices. Audience retention story. Here are real numbers paid for 1966 quarter errors. Off-center $1,000 missing clad layer. For $1,000 wrong planchet penny, $12,000 multi-strike, $6,000 foreign planchet, $20,000 silver. Transitional errors $150,000 to $500,000. Collectors are waiting for the next monster discovery, the next million. $1,966 silver quarter. And in today's video, I'm about to reveal the most valuable, most elusive, most shocking 1976 bicentennial quarter errors, the ones that collectors hunt like treasure, the ones that can transform an ordinary, old and dirty coin into a jaw-dropping fortune. You're digging through an old jar of coins. Maybe it's dusty, maybe it's forgotten in the back of a drawer, and suddenly you spot it. A coin looking dull, brownish, dirty, worn, absolutely nothing special. But wait, you flip it over, and there it is, the iconic drummer boy design of 1976. A bicentennial quarter. The history: the year 1976 marked America's 200th birthday, the bicentennial. To celebrate, the U.S. Mint created a special edition of the quarter that replaced the traditional eagle reverse with a design showing a colonial drummer, created by Jack. Because buried within those billions are extreme minting mistakes, rare metal composition errors, double strikes, off-center strikes, and transitional mysteries that make some of these coins worth unthinkable amounts today. The most rare 1976 bicentennial quarter errors. The 1976 bicentennial quarter struck on a silver planchet by mistake. Collectors have paid well over $50,000, and in top grades, experts say they could push beyond $200,000 to $300,000. The double strike bicentennial error. A dramatic double strike bicentennial quarter could easily break $50,000 plus. And if the strike is extreme, the value can jump into six-figure territory. The off-center error, $10,000 to $30,000, depending on condition. Even dirty, worn examples still bring thousands. The missing clad layer error, a dramatic missing clad bicentennial quarter, is worth big money, up to $1,000 plus. Die break / cut bicentennial error, $3,000 to $8,000, depending on size and rarity. The rare, no mint mark, proof error, value, easily $10,000 to $50,000, and some numismatists estimate even more. How to identify a rare 1976 bicentennial error. Check the weight. Silver planchets weigh 5.75 grams, regular quarters weigh 5.67 grams, wrong planchets weigh much less or much more. Look for missing clad copper streaks or missing layers are valuable. Study the drummer boy details. Look for doubling, break lines, cuts, or distortions. Look for weird color, odd, dark, or extremely dirty coins often hide mistakes. Imagine sorting through your grandparents' old coin jar, or flipping through a handful of coins you never really looked at before, and suddenly, you see it. A 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollar, small, silver-colored, easy to overlook. Most people toss these aside like they're nothing special. This happened because the San Francisco Mint, in 1979, produced one of the strangest combinations of proof varieties, mint mark mistakes, and striking errors in modern U.S. coin history. If you watch until the end, you'll know exactly what to look for, and you'll never look at another 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony coin the same way again. The rarest 1979 SBA dollar varieties and errors. The true jackpots. The 1979 S Type 2 proof. Ultra-high PF69 examples. $5,000 to $12,000. Top-graded PF70 examples. $15,000 to $25,000 plus. What makes it special? Collectors prize this coin because it's the key proof variety of the entire SBA dollar series to in the highest possible grade, PF70. These have reached $20,000 plus, and some private sales have soared toward $25,000 plus. The 1979 SSBA struck on the wrong planchet rare compositions. $10,000 to $25,000. High-grade proof errors. $30,000 to $55,000. Extremely rare foreign planchet proofs. Up to $77,000 plus. Proof wrong planchet errors are among the most valuable modern errors ever found. That if the San Francisco Mint accidentally used the wrong metal blank, like a quarter blank, nickel blank, or even a foreign country planchet, the result is a wildly valuable coin. Double strike proof errors. Strong double strike. $8,000 to $20,000. Dramatic off-center second strike. $25,000 to $40,000. Ultra rare proof double strikes. Up to $55,000 plus. Proof coins are created under strict quality control, so when a proof SBA dollar gets struck twice, especially off-center, it's incredibly rare. Collectors pay high premiums for dramatic proof double strikes. That a perfect, eye-catching double strike proof from the San Francisco Mint can easily push $25,000 to $40,000, and truly extraordinary examples can break $55,000. OFF center proof strikes large off-center with full date. $15,000 to $30,000. Dramatic off-center proofs. $30,000 to $55,000 plus. Off-center proof coins are almost unheard of because proofs are individually inspected. Multi-error 1979 SSBA monster coins double error. $10,000 to $25,000. Triple error. $30,000 to $55,000. Proof multi-error jackpots. $60,000 to $77,000 plus. This is the category where the $77,000 SBA dollars appear. 4 Why 1979 SSBA errors are so vague your viewers will understand the huge values when you explain these key factors. Proof coins aren't supposed to have mistakes, so when they do, they become instant treasures. San Francisco Mint mark varieties are famous. Type 2 proof coins are essential for any serious SBA collection. Modern errors in proof coinage are incredibly scarce. Most are caught before leaving the mint. Certification boosts value. PCGS and NGC authentication skyrockets error coin prices. Demand is global. SBA collectors want full sets, and error collectors love dramatic pieces. The old dirty, brownish 1967 Washington quarter dollar. It's so ugly, so worn, so dark from age that most people would toss it into the change bucket without thinking twice. What if that dusty, ugly, old dirty 1967 quarter, the unknown world of the 1967 era quarter, the rarest, most valuable, most unbelievable mistakes that can transform an old dirty coin into a fortune. The background. To understand why dirty old 1967 quarters can be insanely valuable, we have to go back to the mid-1960s. The mint was in total panic mode. 1965 to 1967 America was experiencing a national coin shortage. A massive silver shortage, hoarding of silver coins, legislative pressure from Congress, a minting system stretched to the breaking point. The mint had recently removed silver from quarters. Old dirty coins can be extremely valuable. Before diving into the rare errors, let's clear something important. Dirt does not ruin the value of a rare error coin. Cleaning the coin does ruin the value. Collectors prefer coins exactly as found. A dirty, stained, ugly, dark 1967 quarter with a rare error can be worth more than a new car, more than your monthly salary for a year, more than a luxury vacation, and yes, even more than a house. Some error coins look terrible, but are worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, if your 1967 quarter looks old, grimy, and forgotten, keep watching. It may be a treasure. The most valuable 1967 era quarters, off-center strike, $1,200 to $1,500 plus. Broad strike / no rim strike, $200 to $600. Double strike / multiple strike, $500 to $3,000 plus. Die cap errors, $1,000 to $3,500 plus. Clip planchet error, $150 to $700. Missing clad layer, $1, $200 to $5,000 plus. How to check your 1967 quarter. Here's how to examine your quarter like a professional. Weigh it. Normal, 5.67 grams. Silver error, 6.25 grams. Penny wrong planchet, 3.11 grams. Dime wrong planchet, 2.268 grams. Check the edge. If you see no copper stripe, possible silver error. Look for dramatic striking errors. Check both sides carefully. Look for double dies. Use a magnifier to inspect letters. Listen to the ring. Tap the coin lightly. Silver rings longer. Never clean the coin. Dirt does not reduce value. Cleaning does. Authenticate high-value errors. Use PCGS or NGC for certification. Real auction values. Here are real market prices paid for 1967 error quarters, off-center. $1,000, missing clad. $4, 500 plus, double strike. $3, 000 plus, wrong planchet. Penny $12, 000 plus, foreign planchet. $20, 000 plus, silver error. $150, 000. $400, 000. The next $1 million 1967 quarter could appear any day. 76 Bicentennial Kennedy half dollar. You know the one, the special design with Independence Hall, the iconic 1776 to 1976 dual date, and the bold Kennedy portrait on the front. You're flipping through old coins. Maybe they're dusty, maybe they're tarnished, maybe they're lying forgotten in a jar. Suddenly, you pick up a large, heavy half dollar. It looks dull, stained, even ugly. But when the light hits it, you see it. The year 1976 wasn't just another year for U.S. coins. It was the celebration of the nation's 200th birthday. Each coin received a special commemorative reverse design and the unusual dual date, 1776 to 1976. The most rare and valuable 1976 Kennedy half-dollar errors. 1976 half-dollar struck on a silver planchet by mistake. A perfect example can bring $100,000 plus, and some speculate a unique high-grade discovery could reach $250,000 or more. 1976 double-struck Kennedy half-dollar, $10,000 to $150,000 plus. A dramatic double strike can easily bring 5 to 6 figures. Extreme OFF center strike error. A dramatic 70% off-center example could easily surpass $25,000 to $40,000. Missing clad layer error. Some rare examples with full missing layers have reached $10,000 to $15,000. Wrong planchet errors. A dramatic wrong planchet 1976 bicentennial half dollar could sell for over $500,000. Missing S. Mint mark error. $20,000 to $100,000 plus. But a few rare proof issues from various years were accidentally made without the mint mark. Full brockage errors. $15,000 to $75,000. A brockage error happens when one coin gets stuck on the die and prints a mirror image onto the next coin. Major die break/cud errors. $1,000 to $20,000. These occur when part of the die breaks off, leaving a huge raised blob on the coin. Transitional metal errors. The $1 million possibility. $250,000 to $1,000,000 plus. If a confirmed transitional bicentennial half dollar were discovered, collectors estimate the value could reach. How to spot a rare 1976 Kennedy error? Weigh it. Regular clad. 11.34 grams silver planchet mistake. 11.50 plus grams wrong planchet. Varies widely. Any weight that seems off is a huge clue. Check for color. Silver errors look pale. Missing clad looks coppery. Foreign planchets look strange. That same old dirty 1965 Washington quarter dollar, because hidden among the ordinary 1965 quarters are some of the rarest error coins in U.S. history. Errors so shocking, so unexpected, so valuable that collectors will pay life-changing money. We are talking about wrong planchet errors, multi-strikes, transitional metal mistakes, and even mysterious mint anomalies worth more than a luxury car, sometimes more than a house. The background. To understand why 1965 quarters can be worth thousands or even millions today, we have to go back to one of the most chaotic periods in U.S. mint history. America was running out of silver, coin shortage, hoarding, panic. The government needed a fast solution. So in 1965, the U.S. Mint made a radical decision: stop making 90% silver quarters, begin minting copper nickel-clad quarters. Why dirty old 1965 quarters can be worth money. Many people throw away or ignore old, dirty, damaged coins, but dirt does not reduce the value of rare errors collectors care about. The error itself, the rarity, the authenticity, the historical importance. Say dirty, brown, ugly 1965 quarter can be worth more than you could be holding. A life-changing coin. Even if it looks like trash, the most valuable errors and varieties. Off-center strike $200 to $1,500, broad strike error $100 to $500, clip planchet $300 to $600, the multi-strike $1,000 to $5,000, double die errors $800 to $3,500. How to identify if you have a valuable 1965 quarter? Here's how to inspect your coins. Check the weight. Use a digital scale. 5.67 G normal clad quarter 6.25 G silver error. Jackpot. Look at the edge. If you see no copper stripe, a pure silver color, you might be holding a rare silver error. Look for big errors. Check for off-center strikes, missing layers, double dyes, clipped planchets. Listen to the ping test. Silver rings for much longer than clad. 8. No, not clean. The coin cleaning reduces value, but dirt does not. Let professionals clean it only if necessary. Get it authenticated. PCGS or NGC certification is essential for big value coins. Real auction sales price and values. Collectors have paid $12,000 for a 1965 off-metal error $25,000 for a double-struck 1965 quarter $40,000 for a missing layer error $50,000 plus for a dramatic multi error $100,000 to $500,000 plus for silver transitional errors. One single 1965 silver quarter shot collectors when it brought over $400,000 plus, and experts believe the next high-grade discovery could easily break the $1 million barrier. Imagine finding that in your coin jar. Imagine this. You're digging through an old coin jar, maybe something your grandparents kept tucked away, or a handful of coins in a forgotten drawer. Suddenly you see something dull, silver-colored, and almost ignored by everyone who ever handled it. A Susan B. Anthony dollar. Most people would shrug and toss it aside. A coin that people used to get as vending machine change has error varieties so rare that collectors would battle in an auction room just to get their hands on one. Before we get into the super rare errors, we need to understand why the Susan B. Anthony dollar is such a unique coin in U.S. history. Why was it created? By the late 1970s, the U.S. Mint wanted a small-sized dollar coin to replace the bulky Eisenhower dollar. They hoped people would actually use a dollar coin if it wasn't giant and heavy. So in 1979, the Mint released the Susan B. Anthony dollar, celebrating one of America's most important leaders for women's rights. 1979, DSBA struck on the wrong planchet. Estimated value range. Common wrong planchet. $1,000 to $7,000. Rare foreign planchet or quarter metal examples in top condition. $25,000 to $55,000 plus. Extremely rare compositions in mint state. $70,000 plus, up to $77,000. These errors are incredibly rare for Susan B. Anthony dollars. A real foreign planchet strike from 1979, D in high mint state condition, has sold for tens of thousands at major auction houses. Double strike and multi-strike minor double strike. $500 to $2,000 strong double strike. $2,000 to $10,000 dramatic off-center double strike. $10,000 to $25,000 plus. For the Susan B. Anthony series, Denver minted dramatic double strikes are extremely uncommon. Perfectly preserved. Intense double strike, especially one with a wide separation, is the kind of piece that can hit $20,000 or more at auction. 1979, DOFF center strikes, 40% to 65% off-center in great condition. $1,000 to $4,000, off-center with full date and mint mark. $5,000 to $10,000 plus. Off-centers are common in some coins, but not in the Susan B. Anthony series. The IN ultra-high grade. Large off-center SBA dollars can sell in the five-figure range. Multi-error combo coins. Unique multi-error examples can reach $20,000 to $40,000 plus. Extreme, dramatic combos. $50,000 to $77,000. These are unbelievably rare. If a 1979 DSBA has more than one major error and is authenticated by a major grading company, it becomes one of a kind, and collectors will pay huge prices. How to know if you might have one of these rare 1979 D error coins? Check the weight. If it weighs significantly less or more than 8.1 grams, it might be a wrong planchet error. Check the edges. Missing edge reading or an uneven rim can mean a broad strike. Check the alignment. A rotated or doubled image means a double strike. Check for off-centering. The more dramatic the misalignment while still showing the date and mint mark, the more valuable. Check the color. Are they really worth $25,000 to $77,000? Only extreme, dramatic, certified mint errors can reach $25,000 plus, and they are rare. But yes, verified auction listings have shown that rare wrong planchet, high-grade dramatic double strikes, and unique combo errors from the SBA series can reach well into the tens of thousands of dollars. The values you mentioned: $25,000, $55,000, even $77,000 apply to the most extraordinary, high-grade, or unique 1979 D error examples. Today, I'm going to reveal the most valuable 1976 Eisenhower dollar errors ever discovered, why they are worth staggering amounts, what they look like, and how you might find one even if the coin looks old, corroded, or filthy. You're holding a huge, heavy Eisenhower dollar. Maybe it's dark, grimy, stained, scratched, or even looks like it was forgotten in an attic for 40 years. It's the big coin, the giant one, the one with the Liberty Bell and the moon on the back. The 1976 bicentennial Eisenhower dollar. The history: the 1976 Ike dollar was created for the United States bicentennial, the 200th anniversary of America's founding. But unlike the quarter and half dollar, the 1976 Eisenhower dollar has a unique twist. It was designed by Dennis Williams. At the time, he was only 22 years old, making it one of the youngest designers ever chosen by the Mint. Millions were produced, but deep within those millions are extremely rare Mint errors so dramatic and so valuable that collectors go wild for them. Why the 1976 IK dollar is a gold mine for error collectors. They are huge. The errors show up easily because the coin is physically large. They were struck with massive pressure. This means dramatic minting mistakes could happen, and did happen. The bicentennial design increases demand. The spectacular, once-in-a-lifetime ones. Those are the coins that reach six figures, and a few have achieved numismatic legend status. The most rare 1976 IK dollar errors. 1976 Eisenhower dollar struck on a silver planchet by mistake in high grade. Experts estimate a dramatic example could reach $200,000 to $300,000, and a proof-like mistaken silver strike could approach $500,000. Double-struck 1976 Ike dollar. A dramatic double strike can easily break $50,000. Missing clad layer error. Die break bicentennial Ike errors. $1, 500 to $20,000. When pieces of the die fall off during production, the result is a huge raised blob of metal. Proof bicentennial Ike with missing S, mint mark, $15,000 to $75,000. A proof coin without a mint mark is a major mint mistake. Wrong planchet errors. The most dramatic wrong planchet bicentennial Ike could break $500,000 at a major auction. Transitional planchet errors. Collectors believe that a true transitional bicentennial Ike dollar, especially on a wrong silver mix or wrong alloy, could easily sell for $750,000 plus, and possibly over $1 million. How to identify a valuable 1976 Ike dollar. Weigh the coin. Copper nickel Ike, 22.68 grams. Silver clad Ike, 24.59 grams. Any weight that's off. Error. Examine the Liberty Bell and moon. Look for doubling, cuds, missing detail, or warped design. Look for wrong color. Pure copper edges, missing clad, wrong metal color. Highly valuable. Always check for dramatic features. Anything that looks odd is worth investigating.